So this is a quick video just to go over the label expression tool in Arc Pro. So I'm in a map. This is some data from Mod 2 in Florida and the counties and that. So I want to label the cities. So one thing I can go in and I can right click and go label properties, and I get this label class plane. Also notice that some of the features up here is going to be under feature layer labeling as well in that part of the ribbon. I just find it very hard to work in this area and that. So if I'm doing a label expression, I like to work over here. So right now I'll just I'm going to label the cities with their name and their population from 2002. So I'll just add that together. I'll verify that that works. So if you can make your expression work here without using the find label function, by all means make that happen. And I'll go apply. Nothing happened. So always remember, you actually have to toggle labeling on for that layer. Okay, and so when you look at that, it might be hard for the user to immediately understand what the numbers mean, or even like, well, is that 1,500,000? What is that in that? So what I'll do is I'll change this to sort of advanced. So I click on advanced. Notice that it creates this find label function. Because I picked Python and started with def, it passes the field values in by enclosing them in these brackets. But what you notice is that the variable names also have the brackets on them. So I actually don't like that. So I'm going to paste in my own stuff here. Right. So one thing is I like to rename right away. That's my style. I don't like these brackets. I'm also going to, because this came in as text, when I try to do the formatting on it, it's not going to be very nice to me about it. It's going to say, hey, it's a string. You can't format it that way. It's not a number. So I convert it to a number in that. And I might do one thing where I actually put a /n in, right? So it'll be name, colon, then it'll drop down a line, and then whatever the population is. Now I'm using what's called an F string here. So this is available in 3.6 Python, and Arc Pro 2.4 is using Python 3.6.8. So you can use these F strings. So what it typically means is anything inside the curly brace will be a variable name that you're substituting in. So that's my variable name here. This is like a new line character. I'm escaping out new line character. I'm going to drop in the population, but I'm going to put a formatting specifier on it to do 1,000 separators for me in that. So we'll see if this actually works. On a click to verify, it's happy with that, and then I will apply it and we can see I get Tallahassee colon, and I get the population drop down with 1,000 separators, that sort of thing. Don't like what it did on this one, but that's okay. That's the labeling engine can get like that unfortunately. So that's just a quick demo of a few things. This label class pane with the class tab, Python language set, how the names get sent, how the field names get sent in as variable arguments. If you need more, click here, go comma, double click, and you'll have that data available as well. I like to rename right away because this is not a standard variable name that you see much. These square brackets or the brackets mean typically something different in Python, that you're dealing with a list, and we're not. Because everything's coming in as text, you do have to convert it to a number, which I'm doing here. And then if you spend the time to get familiar with F strings, then it can do a lot of grunt work for you, a lot of like 1,000 separator format. If I had to write code to do 1,000 separators, it might be a couple days in before I get all that done. But it's all built into these F string formatters and that. So it is worth it to spend some time on the Python sites to see how these formatting strings work. That's all for now.